Good morning, thank you for joining us in this flash interview. We are going to interview a bunch of students that came from Angola to study English here in Cape Town and want to hear what are their experience throughout this period of time that they spend here in Cape Town. Now we have Domingos, Rebecca and Vicente. They are going to give feedback on what were their strategies to overcome some problem during this time that they spent here. Now we have here Domingos, Rebecca. So Domingos, Rebecca and Vicente, what are the strategies that you use to overcome some problems?
Let me think of a problem. I think that the first 3 months that I've been here in Cape Town, the most difficult problem that I found was this unwillingness to study, to be in a classroom, to sit, to face the environment, to go home and revise and this stuff. So I'd say I was very lazy, and I just wanted to be at home, to sleep and this stuff. And I do believe that part of it was the weather. It was cold and hot at the same time. The weather was changing all the time. But what I did was I talked to someone, and this person advised me to do exercises. So I decided to buy a bicycle, and then I could easily notice that my learning skills and my strength, my desire to be in a classroom was changing. I wanted to start, and my take on it was that if you are facing difficulties in learning, and you are in a country where the weather is different from the country you come from, it's a good way to start doing exercises, because it will change your the way you feel with your body, the way you feel with yourself, and I'd say it was my take on it.
What about you, Vicente?
Yeah, in my case, I found problem in my pronunciation. Yeah, as you know, English is our second language, and we've got many problems to learn a second language. So I really had problem to speak new words, mainly th, words with th, and some verbs. Yeah, as we know, I wasn't used to to use irregular verbs in Portuguese frequently. Yeah, but when I come here, once I start speaking, learning English, yeah, I found many irregular verbs. So, for example, I could easily say the past tense of verb eat, eat it, because I was used to add always ed at the verbs, Yeah, but I had to overcome this situation watching a lot of videos and reading a lot, yeah, to strengthen my vocabulary and to listen to different pronunciations, yeah, because we know that there are many places where people speak English, and they've got different pronunciation, USA pronunciation, British pronunciation, and it's always better to realize and to note what are the difference between the two pronunciation. So it was my struggle during this period in Cape Town.
I've got one more.
My name is Nelson.
There.
Today I'm going to share your experiences related to punctuality and attendance at class. So, overall, punctuality was not easy for us here in Cape Town because of different weather. So, and environment also. So the most difficult things that we face is to wake up in the morning, 9 o'clock, very cold. What do you think?
Yeah, my name is Alcides Domingos, and the punctuality and the attendance is really important for BP, because you can be good at school subject, good results, but BP like people who are punctual, who attend the class every day. And as my colleague was saying, here in Cape Town, because of the weather, is difficult. It is a little bit difficult, but we can handle that. And the other thing that we should avoid is playing truant. Unfortunately, sometimes it was really difficult, and some colleagues have this difficult. But overall, we can solve this problem. Like when we are late, we don't want leave the bed. We have to motivate ourselves. Leave the bed and go in the bathroom, sing, things like this, scream, do whatever you can. Do something to make you in good mood to come at school, because every time that we are here, we are learning something. Even if you are lazy, late back, you learn something. That's why attendance the school and punctuality is really important.
Okay, I really remember the first time I joined BP. The day when I did my first test in BP was physics, math, and Portuguese. I can remember. I came late that day. So, and the lady who was controlling said to me, "Time for BP is crucial. That's why you won't do the test right now." So every time when I remember these words, when I'm in the morning, just say, "No, today I'm gonna miss a class." But afterward I say, "Let's remember, for BP, time is crucial." And I say, "Let's go and let's see how time will be in the classroom." But what I say, my teachers are very, very, very good, and they give us this. Can I say? This motivation to always go in class, because we see that's our class is fun and we learn many things. That if you are there in the bed, you won't learn.
Yeah, because sometimes when we stay at home, after it's like what we are doing here, we are wasting time. At the beginning, morning it's good, but afternoon you are alone, and it's like I'm wasting time here. It should be better if I was at school. I think punctuality and attendance are good points, and we have to be focused on this point, not lazy guys, because these show that we are lazy, and we have to make effort. It is not a big deal. We can handle that.
What about the IELTS test? When we finished our IELTS test, we were laid back, things like that, because we didn't want to come here to attend to the lesson, things like that. What do you have to say about that?
So it was really a struggle, because after IELTS, we many people of us thought that we just realized, or just we did what we were to do here, we were about to do, and we start to become lazy and just think about not going to school. And Jennifer gave us push us, and we came back to our routine.
Who is Jennifer?
Jennifer is a director
of studies here in England, and we have to push each other. If my colleague is a we have to help each other. No, today we can go and this kind of stuff, because we are a team. We are a group, and everybody isn't good or every day, and we have to like motivate, give a hand to go to school. And about the IELTS, I think it is quite natural after a hard work. We were like our mind, maybe we were tired and this kind of stuff. But after some time we came back now normal to start to learn and this kind of stuff. It has been a good experience.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Felix.
I'm Gilton.
Yeah, today we're gonna talk about learning time management.
So Felix, tell me, by the way, how can we do to manage our time?
Wow, it's gonna be a little bit boring to tell you right now how to manage time because we have only 60 seconds. But I'm gonna tell you how to manage time during the learning process. Well, you know, we are in Cape Town. We have to start. We have self-start at home. We have some moment of fun. How can we manage the time around all this activity? Can you really start? Can you really achieve the objective that brought you here?
So actually, we have got our general time is at school. Our time at school is managed by the teachers, so we have got a schedule to follow. But at home, the time depends on us. For instance, after lessons, you can manage your time. After a full day of lessons, you can go to home and rest a little bit. After that, you can go through your homework. So Felix.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. You know, when I started studying here at Inlingua, it was so difficult to manage my time because I just reached a moment that I thought, oh, we have a lot of tasks to do, a lot of books to read, and we have those say to write, we have the English 3 Step 1. There's a lot of things to do at the same time. So what I did is stop, and I thought, and I planned my time. Once I planned, I start managing my time. I start see things that I would think very difficult. At that moment, I realized that managing your time, planning your time, is much easier to start and to do everything you want to do, even having some moment of fun, and even self-study at home. And if you have a girlfriend, of course, you're gonna have your time. But you know, the most important here is study. Managing your time is the most important. It's the key of learning.
So of course, study isn't the only thing to do. Of sure that you have to entertain yourself, Facebooking, checking with your friends.
Yeah, that's the point.
You can't waste a lot of time there. You have to study and work hard to get what you are looking for.
Don't be addicted.
Yeah, for sure. You have to achieve 5.5 at IELTS.
That's the key band of IELTS. If you don't achieve this one, my friend, you fly away back to Angola, and you're gonna be back.
Yeah.
To that life, you know. Remember, with dust and the hearts, weather, whatever. But the most important thing here, my guys, is to manage your time.
Yeah, it's
one of
important.
the key.
Yeah.
Because if you don't manage your time, you know, you're gonna waste your time. And the wasting your time, you won't learn. And without learning, you won't have the great knowledge. Well, and you will be right there.
So there is a thing very important to do. If you want to improve your fluency, you have to take some time to read a book, at least 5 minutes a day, just to read a page of a book, just to improve your fluency and your understanding of English.
Yeah, okay. Facebook is one of that, okay? Thank you, my guys.
See ya.
Hey guys, my name is Fernando.
Hey guys, my name is Amilgan.
We're going to give you an insight of what is the greatest difficulties that we faced in Cape Town.
For sure.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to give you in terms of social life, it's really difficult to live in a foreign country. First of all, the first difficulty that we faced here was the weather. Yeah, that was really hard, and it influenced our habit of waking up early, and sometimes we got in the class late. And another thing is the food here. It's really boring. Yeah, and if you are not strong, you're going to be demotivated because of this. Yeah, and another thing is communication in social life in a foreign country. it's hard because in the class you are learning something, but when you go another where you be like you are lost. Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah, for sure. Well, academically speaking, I'm going to talk about accent and the pronunciation. It's one of the greatest difficulties that we could find here in Cape Town. First of all, you learn something at school, and then when you go out talking to other people, you find it difficult to understand the other people and to make yourself clear to others. So it's one point that I would like to mention to you. Another interesting thing is the pronunciation. Please be attentive to your pronunciation. Thank, we say thank you. TH pronunciation is very important. Otherwise, people can misunderstand you.
Yeah, that's in a nutshell. That's what we can share with you.
Yeah.
What we face, the strong side of our living here.
Hello guys, my name is Auguste.
And my name is Lawrence from
AKA Lolo Mas. We are here to speak about the easiest things to learn here in Cape Town, to learn in English. Well, there are several things that are easiest to learn in English. For instance, words that are related to Portuguese, such as accommodation. In Portuguese is like the same similarity.
Agenda.
Yeah, things like that.
Yes. And the other easiest things that we learned here are things that surround us in the classroom, like chair, board, desk, speakers, and so on.
Yeah, another thing that we recognize that was easy to learn was things that were in our rooms, such as the bed, lamp table, and things like that. Yeah, it was things very easy to learn. Although we have big difficulties to learn some Swahili, but it was good. The experience was very nice.
And also the words that we hear frequently in the class, not just in the class, but also outside the class. There are words that we hear every day, and these words were very easy to learn.
Yes, another thing that was easy to learn is about the present, the pronunciation of verb, the present simple, the past simple, because we know the past simple is the easy one. If the first verb, for example, verb to do, the past is the did, even the third person passes the did. So it was very easy to learn because we learned it in Angola, so when we arrived here it was very easy to learn those words.
Hello, morning. My name is Odete Moises, and this is my colleague.
Okay, my name is Moati Pedro.
We are going to talk about adaptation in Cape Town, especially at Lingua. The first thing that I noticed when we get here was the time. In Angola, we are used to just study for one period, in this case, morning or afternoon. And here we study whole period. Yeah, it was a little bit difficult because we spend more time here at school than do other things. That's why it's a little bit difficult when you get at school and do your self-study. Yeah, we get tired and exhausted. What do you want? Just relieve, just relax and do other stuff. Then do other stuff like a self-study.
Okay, and the other thing very important that we faced here in Cape Town is like when we are studying English, when we were studying English in Angola, we studied with people who is not a native speaker or who are not native speaker. But here we found a native speaker speaking English like they are flowing so quickly, and we had to listen very carefully each point just to take the main idea about what our teachers are talking about. And the other thing that we saw that is very strange was the way they talk each other. It's not common in Angola, like people talking normally. It's like I can bear my soul to you and you can bear your soul to me as well. You see, but here you can see that they like to talk all the time, and it is a good adaptation for everyone. And other thing that we would like to focus on is just about food. We have food here in Cape Town is very different from food that we have in Angola. It's very, very, very different.
And the other thing that we'd like to tell you is about the weather. Weather here is very strange because in Angola we are used to have a summer and the winter. But here, and one day you can have it all together, summer, winter, and it also can rain and at the same time windy. Yeah, it's very strange. That's why I advise you always take with you your jacket or your raincoat because we never know when it will rain.
Okay, and do not forget that when we are talking about food, you will see people eating sugar and chili. You have to be prepared for these kind of things. Other thing very important that we don't use to do in Angola is using coins. Here we will use coins a lot. So in Angola we don't use coins. You see, when we want to pay something, you see, and here people normally use coins as their money. You see, okay, and it has the same value as notes.
Well, my name is Antonio Singh, and I'm well known as singing. I've been studying here for eight months now, and it has been a very, very good experience.
Hello, my name is Vinicius Garcia. People call me Jos Diaz. Yeah, it's my nickname, and I think I'm here. I have been here for almost eight months now. Yeah, and we are here to share some experience related to false French words that we know in Portuguese, and in some ways the pronunciation is similar like in English.
Yes, as just said, there are lots of words that we know in Portuguese and in English, so the spelling and the pronunciation is quite the same. Words like pretend, yes. So this word, the meaning of this word in English is by far different from Portuguese. So it is very easy to confuse. So it's very complicated to understand that.
Yeah, of course. When we came here in the first months, we had a lot of difficulties related to this issue, because when you hear something in English, a word, for instance, to realize, we connect with Portuguese. We think is to succeed, to accomplish a project or a goal. But the meaning in English is by far different. To realize is like to understand. So we can't confuse the meaning in English and Portuguese, because it will difficult your communication with others.
Yes, and it's very important to learn English thinking in English. So if you do so, you will cope with these words easily. Yes, learning English, thinking in English, not thinking in Portuguese. So, because if you think in Portuguese, you will maybe confuse these words lots of time, and it's not a good idea.
I think a good way to overcome that problem is you take, when you hear something like that, or you find out a word, somewhere. The best way to overcome that problem is to look up in the dictionary the meaning of the word. Yeah, the meaning, how it is applied, and what's the meaning, the real meaning. Yeah, and after that, check with teachers. It will be good. So when you get the real meaning of the word, so you won't confuse anymore.
Yes, that's very good. You just said, once you know the word, and this word is very similar to Portuguese, don't think that the meaning is quite the same. No, go to the dictionary, check the word, the spelling, the meaning, and share with your teacher or colleagues, so you will overcome this problem very, very easily.
Yeah, another thing to mention here, I'd like to point out is sometimes we get a little bit shy, we heard the word or we know some word and in certain ways similar in Portuguese, we think that we know the words, okay, it's fine. I'll continue my normal studying. I won't check this word because I already know, because the meaning is similar in Portuguese as I understand. But that's the wrong idea. The best way is to speak what you know in English, what you are learning. If you learn something and you think that is the meaning in Portuguese is similar in English, try to speak to someone. If this person see that no, you are applying wrongly the word, he will correct you and you will understand what is the real meaning of the word. Don't be shy.
Yes, it's what we had to share with you. Thank you.
My name is Abdul.
And my name is Bernardine Kaum.
So we are here to share a couple of experiences that we got here in Cape Town. We will tell you about motivation, how to be motivated once you are learning English.
And also we are going to talk to you about self-studies and how it is important in our career, in the time we will spend here studying in Cape Town.
Above all, motivation is extremely important in the process of learning. If you are not motivated, I think you won't achieve a good performance in the classroom, mainly with teachers and colleagues. By and large, if you are more motivated, everything is gonna be easier. We will interact with the teacher, we can speak readily with a delightful sense of humor, laughing. It will actually help you to understand and to interact with colleagues.
And also, when you've got motivation, it will allow you to work harder, not feeling like you are slaving or you are a slave or something like that. But you do and you know why you are doing that, and it is very important to have motivation. And also, we are going, as we said, we are going to talk about self-studies. It is very important. I don't know exactly where you are going to study, but here at Inlingua we have a highly qualified teacher. Nevertheless, we need also to study alone, and we can't just wait on what the teacher has to give to us, but we have also to work, especially when we have some particular difficulties. We have to work hard alone also in order to overcome that situations.
So in addition to what my colleague said, to make yourself start doesn't mean that you are not rely on your teachers. It's just to show that you can start. You can show that you can start a couple of things alone, and later on you have to show it to your teacher that I was studying this stuff. And what do you see? I personally like to pick up some words from my self-study, and I come to school to show to teacher, I got this expression. So how to apply it in real life? The teacher will tell you that no, this is where you apply well, but you have to apply this situation, this context. So I think self-study is so important. Wherever you are and wherever subject you are studying, it's so important.
So don't forget that self-study and motivation are two key points as well to make your life easier while you are studying English. And thank you.
Everybody.
Hi.
My name is Mainga.
My name is Mariano.
We are here to speak and give some ideas regarding to teamwork. First of all, it is very important to understand the concept of a team so that we can understand everything around teamwork. When we talk about team, we are talking about a group of 2 or more people who perform some work, interacting with one another. and it is very important to work as a team, as we are going to explain during our interview.
Okay, as a BP student, we have to know that one team is one of our value, and it's very important to keep our value forward in order to achieve our goals in BP.
Okay, we know even from the animals we can take a lot of examples so that we can understand the importance of working as a team. We know that when elephants are together, no one can put them apart, even a lion. And it also we can also apply it when it comes to talk about teamwork in a company, in a group, and so on. For instance, we know that when we work as a team, it becomes much easier to get good results, and it helps us to have effective outcomes as well.
Well, related to teamwork here in BP, we've seen that we've worked as a team, and many of us that were struggling in some areas, they were helped, by other guys, and they keep forward. They did well at the end of the day, and it's very important to keep working as a team, because while you are struggling in one area, other one can help you, and then it's good, and we can see that many of us were developing quickly once they started working as a team, and so as a team, it also help us, to be more friendly, and also it's very important to be friends in a group of people where we are doing things together.
We know that we can be skillful in certain areas, and some colleagues, they will be skillful in other areas. And when we work as a team, we can share our skill, and when we combine it, we're going to have perfect things. And something that I'd like also to point is the fact that this time I'm thinking about a Bible test which says that planes fail when there is no consultation. Throughout the main advisor, there is accomplishment. It is in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 22. And why am I rephrasing this Bible verse? We know that when we work as a team, it becomes much easier to build up, to strengthen our skills. And we saw it during our study in Cape Town. I think it will be so important for you guys to apply.
I've got one more.
My name is Nelson.
There.
Today I'm going to share your experiences related to punctuality and attendance at class. So, overall, punctuality was not easy for us here in Cape Town because of different weather, and environment also. So the most difficult things that we face is to wake up in the morning, 9 o'clock, very cold. What do you think?
Yeah, my name is Alcides Domingos, and the punctuality and the attendance is really important for BP, because you can be good at school subject, good results, but BP like people who are punctual, who attend the class every day. And as my colleague was saying, here in Cape Town, because of the weather, is difficult. It is a little bit difficult, but we can handle that. And the other thing that we should avoid is playing truant. Unfortunately, sometimes it was really difficult, and some colleagues have this difficult. But overall, we can solve this problem. Like when we are late, we don't want to leave the bed. We have to motivate ourselves. Leave the bed and go in the bathroom, sing, things like this. scream, do whatever you can, do something to make you in good mood to come at school, because every time that we are here, we are learning something. Even if you are lazy, laid back, you learn something. That's why attending the school and punctuality is really important.
Okay, I really remember the first time I joined BP. The day when I did my first test in BP was physics, math, and Portuguese. I can remember. I came late that day. So, and the lady who was controlling said to me, time for BP is crucial. That's why you won't do the test right now. So every time when I remember these words, when I'm in the morning, just say, no, today I'm going to miss a class. But afterward I say, let's remember, for BP, time is crucial. And I say, let's go and let's see how time will be in the classroom. But what I say, my teachers are very good, and they give us this can I say, this motivation to always go in class, because we see that's how our class is fun and we learn many things. That if you are there in the bed, you won't learn.
Yeah, because sometimes when we stay at home, after it's like what we are doing here, we are wasting time. At the beginning, morning it's good, but afternoon you are alone, and it's like I'm wasting time here. It should be better if I was at school. I think punctuality and attendance are good points, and we have to be focused on this point, not lazy guys, because these show that we are lazy, and we have to make effort. It is not a big deal. We can handle that.
What about the IELTS test? When we finished our IELTS test, we were laid back, things like that, because we didn't want to come here to attend to the lesson, things like that. What do you have to say about that?
So it was really a struggle, because after IELTS, many people of us thought that we just realized, or just we did what we were to do here, we were about to do, and we start to become lazy and just think about not going to school. And Jennifer gave us push-ups, and we came back to our routine.
Who is Jennifer?
Jennifer is a director
of studies here in and we have to push each other. If my colleague is a little bit lazy, don't want to go to school, we have to help each other. No, today we can go and this kind of stuff, because we are a team, we are a group, and everybody isn't good every day, and we have to like motivate, give a hand to go to school. And about the IELTS, I think it is quite natural. After a hard work, we were like our mind, maybe we were tired and this kind of stuff. But after some time, we came back now and now normal to start to learn and this kind of stuff. It has been a good experience.